Good morning, dear students. Today our theme is motivation and inspiration. Okay, let's to see what is motivation. Motivation is a reason for people's action, willingness, and goals. Motivation is derived from the word motive, which is defined as a need that requires satisfaction. These needs could be wants or desires that are acquired through influence of culture, society, lifestyle, etc., or generally innate. Motivation is one's direction to behave or what causes a person to want to repeat a behavior, a set of force that acts behind the motives. An individual's motivation may be inspired by others or events, or it may come from within the individual's. Motivation has been considered as one of the most important reasons that inspires a person to make a forward in life. Motivation results from the interaction of both conscious and unconscious factors. Mastering motivation to allow sustained and deliberate practice is central to high levels of achievement and etc. In the worlds of elite sport, medicine, or music, motivation governs choices among alternative forms of voluntary activity. Three basic characteristics of motivation. Activation is demonstrated by the initiation or production of behavior. Persistence is demonstrated by continued efforts or the determination to achieve a particular goal, often in the face to obstacles. Intensity is in the greater vigor or of responding that usually accompanies motivated behavior. What is inspiration? Inspiration is a feeling of enthusiasm you get from someone or something which gives you new and creative ideas. Let's to move our practical part of the lesson. Look through the words 1 to 10 and match them with their definition. The word to utilize, the second word competency, the third to tackle, the fourth one wired, the fifth one to unfold, the sixth one to aspire, the seventh one to crave, the eighth one innate, the ninth one affiliation, and the last one 10 is immortal. If you have done your exercise, let's check possible answers. The first, to utilize, to use something. The second word, competency, the ability to do something in a satisfactory way. The third, to tackle. To tackle it is make an organized and determination attempt to deal with a problem, often a social one. The fourth one is wired. Wired, it is feeling nervous or excited. The fifth one, to unfold, happen or develop in this or that way. The sixth one is to aspire, to want to achieve something, especially in career. The seventh one, to crave. To crave is want something very much and in a way that is very hard to control. The eighth one, innate. Innate, it is quality or ability is one you have always had. The affiliation is ninth one, is a connection with a religious or political organization. And the last one, immortal, it is something which is considered to be morally wrong. This is the answers. In the next exercise, you should write the words from exercise 1, which we have already done the exercise first, and accordance with their negative or positive group or both. You should here write the positive words, and in the second column you should write the negative words. Okay, let's to check the answers, possible answers. Possible answers of the exercise second. The first is we will read the positive words. The positive words is the first one, to utilize, the second, competency, the third one, to tackle, the fourth one, to aspire, the fifth one, innate, the sixth one, affiliation. And the negative words, wired, to unfold, to crave, affiliation, and immoral. This is the possible answers. Now we have some listening task here. You should listen. You should listen the these exercises. Okay, wait a minute. You should listen this. You should listen the tape and find out whether this statement, this sentence are true or false. Now I'll put some listening. Let's
Unit 2,
to listen.
Research Perspectives. Lesson 4, Motivation and Inspiration.
Good morning, dears. Today in our talk show we are going to speak about motivation and its types. To have a clear idea about what motivation is and find out something more of its types, we have invited a psychologist, Mrs. Dilbar Saidova, to our talk show. So let's start then. Dilbar, first of all, can you explain us what motivation is?
Good morning. Motivation is usually described differently by various specialists, but they come to nearly the same conclusion about being really positive, driver and pusher. It's a power, or that's better to say, a force which compels us to action, to move. It assists us to fulfill set tasks, leads to success not only in personal life, but to career development as well. It influences our behavior, usually changes people into a positive attitude towards life.
Can you tell us about the types of motivation?
Yeah, sure. There are a number of motivation types. Not each of them may fit one. A person should analyze and select a motivation type which can really suit him, assist in developing. Now, let me count all types of it then. The first type of motivation is incentive, a form of motivation that involves rewards, both monetary and non-monetary. Bonuses and promotions are good examples of the type of incentives that are used for motivation. The second is fear motivation that involves consequences. This type of motivation is often one that is utilized when incentive motivation fails. In a business style of motivation often referred to as a carrot and stick. Incentive is a carrot and fear is a stick. Punishment or negative consequences are a form of fear motivation. Next one is achievement motivation, that also commonly referred to as a drive for competency. We're driven to achieve goals and tackle new challenges. We desire to improve skills, improve our competency both to others and to ourselves. Generally, this feeling of accomplishment and achievement is intrinsic in nature. However, in certain circumstances, motivation for achievement may involve external recognition. We often have a desire or need to receive positive feedback from both our peers and our superiors. This may include anything from an award to a simple pat on the back for a job well done. Growth motivation is the following. The need for self-improvement is truly an internal motivation. A burning desire to increase our knowledge of ourselves and of outside world can be a very strong form of it. Motivation for growth can also be seen in our yearning for change. Many of us are wired by our personality or upbringing to constantly seek a change in either our external or internal environmental knowledge. The motivation of power can either take the form of a desire for autonomy or other desire to control others around us. We want to have choices and control over our own lives. We strive for the ability to direct the manner in which we live now and the way our lives will unfold in the future. We also often aspire to control others around us. The desire for control is stronger in some people than others. In some cases, the craving for power induces people to harmful, immoral, or illegal behavior. The last type of motivation is called social one. Many people are motivated by social factors. These may be a desire to belong and to be accepted by a specific peer group, or a desire to relate to the people in our sphere or in the larger world. We have an innate need to feel a connection with others. We also have the need for acceptance and affiliation. A genuine and passionate desire to contribute and to make a difference in the lives of others can be another form of social motivation. None of these styles of motivation is inherently good or bad. The positive or negative outcome is truly determined by the way they are used.
Okay, let's check our possible answers for this exercise, for this activity. The first one is true. The second sentence is, the first sentence is false. The second sentence is true. The third one is true. The fourth one is false. The fifth one is true. The sixth one is false. The seventh one is false, and the last one, the eighth one, is true. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.